Hey, how's it going? How you guys doing tonight? Today, where are we from in this beautiful world? Welcome to another beer and cheese hour where we pair cheese with beer. And today, the theme is anything Germanic. I actually kind of did Germanic-y kind of thing last week. I didn't think about that, so I apologize. Hopefully, the next one will got 3 beers lined up to look for next week. So we'll mention that at the end. But I want to welcome my panel here. We got Miscellaneous Brew Reviews,
Cheers,
East
everybody.
Coast East Coast LQ Reviews,
Cheers, guys.
Bumpy Road Brewery, and
Cheers.
Beer Man. All right. So let's see who we got in the comments. We got Mary and Butch there. Cheers to you. Welcome. And welcome to anyone else here. And also with Restream with Facebook. And I don't go to Twitter anymore, actually. So, all right. So let's go ahead and start this up and get Miscellaneous there.
All right. So, yeah, it's Fat Tuesday again. Been doing this show for like 3 years now.
No, dude. It's a long time.
Yeah. So, bonjour, mon ami, which means hello, my friends. Yeah. So, today I've got a cheese from Cabot. Apparently, they make some sporty cheese. I thought they just made, regular. Apparently, they have this thing called the Legacy Collection. This is their Alpine aged cheddar cheese. Yeah, there's the label. Logitech. I'll get Alex to sue him. So it says hence a Swiss Parmesan in a cheddar aged cheese. Yeah. Doesn't really give you information on how long the cheese has been aged. But yeah, lactose free, gluten free, no growth hormones. Certified. Yeah. Anyways, rambling on. There's the cheese. It's more white than it's kind of got a yellow hue to it on there, but it's a white cheese. Looks like it's got a pretty good age. Almost knocked my glass over. Yeah, this regular white cheese. Traditional. Kind of does look like a Parmesan. It's kind of got looks a little dry. It's very greasy on the outside. Not like wet, but definitely greasy. All right, and so for the beer, saw this one last week. Yeah, this is from Weinstefaner as well. This is their Corbinian. 7.4%. This is a Doppelbock. Yeah, 1.9 fluid ounces, and they are from Germany, imported by Total Beverage Solution, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Tanner brought this one last week, and I actually wanted to pick this beer up last week. I had it in my hand, set it down, turned back around, grabbed the wrong bottle of beer. Still was German, so I could make it last week, or for the goat theme. But it sounded pretty good. John and Ellie gave it high regards. It's not a super expensive beer. Probably, I think it was like $3. Ooh, shit. A little aggressive with it there. Yeah, it's got a nice ruby, red ruby hue on the bottom. Opaque, off-color head. I'd say it's like a cream almost. Not completely khaki, but not white. Yeah, I don't know.
It's nice looking beer. That looks great.
Like I said, I mean they've been doing it a long time. I sure hope so.
Yeah.
No, I've heard really good things about this other than last week. Like I said, it's one I never picked up. I don't know why. I always get stuck on the Mars and go for like the. But,
right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks, Miscellaneous. Right on. Let's get to cheers, dude. Let's get Tanner up here.
All right. What's up, guys? So I got something a little different today. I want to try something a little different. Been trying a lot of cheddars, and I actually had the pepper jack. I think the last time I was with you guys. Today I have Hoffman's smoky hickory cheddar. It says cheddar cheese with smoke flavor. Discover our delicious collection of finely crafted quality cheese. So I got some on my board here. Cheese was actually very hard to cut. It kind of had like that gooey consistency, and you're slicing into it, and it's just kind of like it's very hard to cut into. You can see it's like very flimsy and soft. Like I said, it was actually very hard to cut. Just a little. It honestly reminds me of like bacon. It's got like that salty bacon aroma, salty, and I guess like smoky. It honestly reminds me of bacon, and there's no like bacon bits.
Yeah, it brings the umami, dude.
Yeah, it really smells like bacon to me. And this actually wasn't planned. But yeah, I grabbed the beer that Miscellaneous accidentally picked up. This is the Weinstefner, or Weinstefner, however you want to pronounce it, Vitus. This is their Weizenbach, 7.7%. And Miscellaneous had this one, so I was like, oh, I got to try that one because I've
It's
had
not
that.
staged or planned by any means.
Yeah, no.
Literally how the cards laid.
Well, I tried their Heffa Weiss beer. I tried the Corbinian. So this is the third one that I'll be trying by them, and I really enjoyed both of the other two. So crack this open. I was gonna do a wheat beer glass, but I decided to switch it up and use my Bell's glass. It's been a while since I've used this, so plus it'll be good for this. What's this? 1 pint. 0.9, so 16.9 ounces. So try to get the whole thing in there, So I'll crack this open. Go for the pour. Check out the appearance. Some little bit of smoke coming out of the bottle.
It's a good sign.
Yeah.
You never want to have it open. It's just like doesn't even make any noise when you open it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah, flat.
Slightly, it's actually got like a slight haze to it. Lots of bubbles. Definitely like a nice straw color. Decent looking head. Fizzy white head. Poured about 2 fingers ahead. Looks pretty good.
Yes, it does.
That's an antidote.
Yeah, that's a German beer right there.
Yeah, that smells really good. I'm excited to try this. So cheers, guys. Thanks for having me, beer man.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. Cheers, man. All right.
Cheers.
Let's get bumpy.
All right. Well, that's hopefully it doesn't get too noisy. Well, I'm unmuted you. So the cheese I'm bringing is from LeClaire Family Farm or whatever it is, Family Creamery, and this is raw cheddar. It's made with goat's milk. It's aged for over 60 days. It does say it's sweet, aged, fruity cheddar style. I would say it's a young cheddar because 60 days of aging isn't a long time. It comes down to it. What it looks like, it's very white. And I just cut it up into.
I don't ever
Little
see
geometrical
cheddar
shapes.
goat cheddar.
They're tasty.
Yeah, it's definitely. It's got like kind of a sweetness to it on the aroma, that kind of nutty and fruitiness as well. So so let me see how flimsy it is because it bends a little bit before it snaps. So kind of a denser goat cheese, being a cheddar, not a soft one. But not super hard like the one that Bearman had. It wasn't a goat cheese, but that whatever it was, it sounded like hard plastic.
Yeah. Very hard.
The beer that I'm going to bring, and that's the reason why I wanted to go for a goat cheese, was because I'm bringing a Hefeweizen from Polliner. And these are supposed to go well with goat cheese or brie. But I'm not much of a brie fan, so I don't know. I just can't. I don't know, something about maybe it's the texture. But got a nice harder goat cheese, cheddar as is. So should go nice. Hopefully with this Polliner Hefeweizen, It's a Munich, a wheat beer. They've been brewing since 1634. And they are out of Munich, Germany.
Yes. Yep.
Uh,
Good stuff.
I was kind of tipping this and rolling it. It does look like there might be some settled yeast at
Yeast
the
cake
bottom.
down there.
Usually with a Hefeweizen, the yeast is mixed in. So I think what they normally say is to pour about, I don't know, a third or so of the bottle, then swirl it and then dump it.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
we'll try that.
Their Oktoberfest Marzen is my favorite Oktober.
Mhm. It's good.
It's so good. Yeah, I definitely think it was my favorite.
Yep.
Give it a swirly swirls.
I believe they make a fest beer too. I got to try that one.
There you go. Nice.
Living on the edge, Bumpy.
There you go.
It's a heady topper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Looks
good,
great.
good head on this. Kind of a creamy white head. The carbonation or the bubbles are a mixture of everything, pretty much. Does have that kind of creamy, frothy top there with the yeast kind of mixed in, and yeah, it's a hazy kind of orange copper esque colored brew, and like I said, it's hazy, so you can't see through it. Very nice.
That looks great.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It's really good.
All right. Cheers.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
Cheers, Bobby.
Cheers, Bumpy. All right.
Cheers.
All right. Okay, so good stuff so far. I have a cheddar. It's an aged cheddar it's called Beechwood, and it's from Snowdonia Cheese Company out of imported by Atlanta. They're out of United Kingdom. 130 calories. Oh, I'm not going to get into that. Here you go. That's what that label looks like. And this is the cheese. It's got the wax on the outside, which I won't eat, but the inside's very, very nice. We'll get into that, though. It's very stinky, and it's smoked, too, by the way. And then I don't know if this is going to overpower it or not. I just kind of grabbed whatever. I didn't educate myself on this one. But this one's this is from Pariah, actually, which they're out of San Diego and Baltimore, Maryland. So, and this one's called My Cat from Hellas. And that's what it looks like.
Oh, I've seen that beer, I think.
Have you? Cool.
Well, that's a cool label, man.
Yeah, I'm going to save this one for sure, even if it sucks. 5% alcohol by volume and 29 IBUs. And it says no practice is sacred. Okay. Munich style Hellas lager. So, and it says to drink it, even tells you when to drink it and what to drink it in, a Pilsner glass. Oops. And it says Czech Saaz, malts or Pilsner, Munich, dextrin, and melanoidin. And drink within 180 days of the date code, which is like 121. So we're good to go there. Yeah, I just cut my nails, so hopefully that was good. Nice light straw-colored beer. Nice fat 2.5-ish 3-finger head. Nice golden straw color. Fast rising bubble. Nice clarity, but some haziness in there. And it just smells really clean and nice. I can't wait to get into this. So, right on. Let's see how that goes. Let's see how all of our stuff goes. Let's get back to Miscellaneous.
All right. So, nose is kind of settled a little bit. I will say this initially when I opened it, I got hit with like a dark fruit. And it was very raisin-esque. Put it that way. Dude, it's got a sweetness to it, a malty sweetness, definitely bready. I do pick up on that light chocolate. It's light, but it's there. Man, what is it? 7.4. Doesn't smell boozy. I don't really pick up any It's not real funky either. I get like maybe a mild clove. Definitely no bananas. I don't get no bananas yet, at least. Yeah, it's roasty. It smells really, really good. Um, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. And I am late. Sorry, I was chatting.
That's light. Drinks. Raisins. It's almost like a sweet bread. Caramel, toffee. There's a very quick finish to this beer, in my opinion. I mean, like once you sip it and it goes, you lose a lot. I'd say body wise, light towards the medium side, not medium though. It's rich, robust. I'm getting like a red berry type of thing. And I don't want to say that's cherry, but it's heading in that direction. Carbonation is about medium. Yeah, not too spritzy. You can feel it on the sides of the tongue. Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of like a earthiness on the finish when it dries off into like the caramel, toffee, breadiness.
Now in bourbon, like with dried fruits, so like raisins, figs, plums, when you get that sweetness, sometimes cherry does come out, so I can see that.
Yeah. All right, so for the cheese, the Legacy Collection Cabot Alpine cheddar cheese. It's very different because, like I said, it says it's supposed to be hints of Swiss and Parmesan in a cheddar cheese. I think I've had an Alpine cheese before, just not this brand. But yeah, it's got a rich, milky, tangy cheddar note to it. You're definitely picking up on some of that sweet Parmesan funkiness. It's also robust. That Parmesan comes through with the cheddar. It doesn't overtake the like tangy cheddar. They're kind of like running side by side. And there is a note of Swiss. I mean, it's Swiss cheese. Unless you got some really fancy Swiss cheese. It's just Swiss. It's kind of bland, kind of rubbery. But this smells fantastic. Yeah, let's get into it.
I know.
I don't know. It's a bit nutty as well. So, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
A bit nutty.
No crunchy bits. Envelops the palate. Kind of powdery, milky. Gets up in your gums, your teeth. Rich, nutty. It's not too sharp, Man, that's really good. So yeah, sharp, nutty. Then it goes into that Parmesan, zingy type of thing. Finishes with that slight Parmesan funk. It's got I wouldn't say really barnyardy type of feel to it, but this does taste like it's just got that feel to it, like some of those fancier cheeses that I've had, the raw with the raw milk and stuff. Yeah, cheese it's pretty good. It's all right. I don't know what I would do with that exactly yet, but let's try the cheese and then the beer.
Cheesers.
Could use much smaller pieces of this. Dude, that was good. It brought out a lot of chocolate, like milk chocolate, sweetness. Almost like when I had that Edam and that peanut butter beer, how it just went totally chocolate. Still getting the caramel, the breadiness. It actually works very well with this cheese because it doesn't run the cheese over either. Cheese isn't bold enough to get run over, but they do. They hang in there. I like the flavor. So let's try. We'll try the beer and then the cheese. Wait.
Cheers.
Now the cheese runs the beer over, big time. Like, wash almost all the flavor of the beer away. I would say it intensified the cheese more and brought up more cheddar-like qualities when I was getting more Parmesan up front, like on the nose, and cheese before beer. So, yeah, cheese has got it. It's a little strong, but to go beer before cheese, not bad. Definitely good. I'm gonna munch now. I got some more pieces, and I'm collect my thoughts. So I will
Put that
have
chocolate out. That's nice.
Yeah, there's something
Awesome.
about that cheddar, man. When you find that right dark beer, and it just goes right to chocolate.
Nice, man. Well, thanks, Miscellaneous. Great review. Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Get Tanner up here.
All right, so we'll start with the cheese. So I got the Hoffman's smoky hickory cheddar. So like I was saying, so actually the texture, it's starting to dry up a little bit, which, as you guys may know from my other reviews of cheese, I tend to like the more dry cheese. It's a little oily to the touch. It's got a little bit of an oily texture. Really does. It smells like bacon, like smoky bacon. And that's pretty much what my mind's set at this point. Smoky bacon. So I'm excited to try this. And cheesers.
Jesus.
Cheesers.
It's actually very creamy. Slight tanginess on the end. Super salty. Very, very, very salty. A little bit of like smoky finish. Now, like creamy cheddar. Slight tanginess. Smoky. A little bit of a drying aspect to it. It tastes like bacon to me. I'm tasting bacon. Honestly, if you guys like bacon and you don't want like the actual bacon bits in it, this is a cheap. So
smoke, man, it works good. It goes like super umami.
Yeah,
this would go good on a burger. If you don't actually want to like bacon on the burger, I would throw this cheese on that burger, and I think that would work really well.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's very soft and creamy. Yeah, it's got a little bit of that tanginess, but honestly, smells, tastes like bacon to me. That's how I'll put it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's good. Oh, I love bacon. I kind of wish it was a little bit drier. I wish it was like a little bit easier to cut through. As you can see, like these pieces are all different shapes and sizes. So not bad. Cheese, not bad. All right, the beer. It definitely has like a very sweet banana. It actually smells like a nice, like ripe banana. Citrusy, like a lemony citrus, some grassiness and bready. This beer smells really good. I wonder how it's gonna work. I kind of just was like, let me just wing it, let me grab something different. I've never really. I was looking online and I was like, oh, what'll pair well with a German wheat beer? And I was just like, whatever. What the heck? I've never tried something like this. So
Probably with something that tastes like a Rausch beer.
what's that? Rausch beer?
The smoke beers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
They have like the Marzen and stuff. They have one that smells. It's got a bacony smell to it, just from the smoke
beer?
of the wood. Yeah, I'll talk to you about it later.
I don't know about drinking bacon.
It's awesome that it's your first time kind of like getting into these. I think it's really cool.
Yeah. Like I said, the cheese itself, I wish it just had like a little bit more of like a drier texture. But as far as like something that you would melt, like I said, like if you were to melt it on a burger, I think it would be really good. But yeah, I'm gonna dive into this. Like I said, it's kind of a cross between like a sweet, like slight candy banana, but then I got like a ripe natural banana. So I think, like I said, it's a cross between it. I wouldn't say it's actually no. There's that ripe natural banana.
When
But
it
yeah,
warms up, you'll know.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna dive into this, guys. This is my first time trying this. This is the Weihenstephaner or Weihenstephaner Vitus. So cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Actually, like apple, or like apple or pear. The banana actually isn't as prominent on the palate. You do get some nice banana flavors. It's actually kind of got like a lingering ripe banana aftertaste. The body's great. The carbonation I'd say is about medium. The body is a little bit fuller bodied. For being 7.7%, there's no ethanol alcohol apparent on the aroma or the palate. So yeah, like apple, ripe banana, a little bit of like a citrusy, lemony finish, grassy floral. It's good. This is actually, this beer would go good with like a burger.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how it would go with this cheese that reminds me of bacon. So I'm gonna do I'll do the cheese first, actually. So I'll do the cheese and then beer. Cheese.
I got a good feeling about this one. Smoky bananas. That might not work.
Well, the flavors from the cheese are somewhat drowned out by the beer. Let me try that again. Let me do another one once.
I'm gonna get my knife. I need more cheese.
It's actually, I'm noticing a little bit of like a spicy hop finish in the beer. The saltiness is kind of drowned out. I'm still getting a little bit of the bacony flavor, but I definitely kind of feel like it. I wasn't really noticing that at first, but I'm kind of noticing like that spicy hop flavor on the finish. It's actually kind of lingering, salty, but the flavor that was tasting like bacon is almost non-existent after you drink the beer. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of like I'm at a cookout and I got a wheat beer and I'm eating like if I had like bacon on a burger, kind of get that same aftertaste. I will say the cheese itself is a little over the top salty, and the beer does a kind of a good job mellowing it out, and that spicy note brought out in the beer kind of adds to the drinkability of the beer. It makes it even more crisp and refreshing. I'm just going to try one more time. So there it is. Okay, so what I was doing was I was chewing the cheese, swallowing the cheese, and then drinking the beer. If you chew the cheese, you leave a little bit of the cheese in your mouth, and then you drink the beer, the banana actually does work well. Like the banana and citrus actually does work well with that slight bacony flavor, and the bacon that bacon flavor actually lingers. I can still kind of taste it in my mouth. It's actually working pretty good. It's kind of like a little barbecue minus the meat. So
Hey,
let me see.
all right.
Let me see if I do. I feel like the bacon is just gonna that bacon flavor is just kind of over the top. Uh, kind of like as Miscellaneous said, run over the beer. But let's see how it works. So beer before cheese.
Cheers, dude.
Cheesers.
Yeah, it's very salty. I think the salty flavor kind of drowns out the flavors that you get with the beer. It's not a bad pairing. I would definitely recommend the cheese before the beer, and before you swallow the cheese, take a sip of the beer, and it works well together. Like I said, it's like a little bit of like a little bit like you're at a barbecue. I know a lot of people they have like the like a blue moon, which is a wheat beer, and people have like blue moons with burgers and stuff. That's what it kind of reminds me of. Not bad. Only thing I will say about the cheese is it's a little more on the creamy side. And as you guys know, like I like my cheese to have a little bit. So if I'm eating cheese straight up like this, I like to have a little bit more of that dry texture to it. But as far as like something you cook with, throw it on a burger, or maybe even put this on like a hot dog or something. I mean, you can get different with it. You can maybe even put this on a hot dog or something. I say this is a good like barbecue cheese. Cut it up and melt it on whatever burgers, hot dogs, whatever it is. And yeah, I guess next time around I have a rating for it. And cheers, everybody.
Cheers, Tanner.
Cheers.
All right, cheers, man. Cheers. Thank you, Tanner. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
All right. That sounded really good. I like the sound of your cheese.
Yeah, it's definitely different. I will say I didn't expect it to taste like that.
Yeah. Right on. Well, good review, man. Cheers. Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
All right. Let's bring Bumpy up here.
Let's give this a little swirl. Regenerated the head. Nice. Not bad. The aromas on this Paulaner Hefeweizen. There's a bready note in there. There's a bit of a bready note, like a light bread crust. There is a slight banana and a slight clove. This one's pretty much, if this was a seesaw, it would be a battle of people that weigh exactly the same, and they're moving nowhere on that seesaw. It's just so balanced out between the banana and the clove, and the kind of bready and slight bread crust note actually kind of is overtaking. I remember this beer years ago being more banana forward than anything, and I'm not getting that today. Just very well balanced, but everything is there. So, cheers.
Nice. Cheers, dude. All right.
Cheers, Bobby.
Yeah, it's like a medium body. It's carbonation. It's not too carbonated. It's kind of on like the lower side of a medium carbonation, which leads to kind of a semi-soft palate. It's very bread forward, extremely bready, and still has a kind of slight bread crustiness to it. Bananas and clove. Clove kind of finishes it out as well. I could speak of the bitterness in this, but I mean, it's probably somewhere in the realm of 9 IBUs or something. It's going to be pretty low. So there is a balancing bitterness, but it's not anything that's really giving off any real flavor notes. It's more just kind of a clove finish, like I said, with a slight. You can tell it's bitterness. I don't think I mentioned the ABV on this. It's 5.5% alcohol by volume. And I don't know. I just remember this being so much more banana forward. This is good until October of this year, so it's not like it's old. It's fairly fresh. I think they usually put these out with pretty much a 365-day shelf life. So there's that. I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping it was going to be more banana bomb for me, but
No.
still drinks fun. All right, cheese. Yeah, it's got this like slight kind of nuttiness to it. Kind of a slight kind of something that's leading you to believe it's going to be fruity on the palate just a little bit. As far as a cheddar, there's no real sharpness to the nostrils. It's not super tangy at all. It doesn't have that cheddar bite to it. So let's take a bite.
Nice.
With my geometrical shapes.
That's a cool one.
Jesus.
That's a cool piece of cheese right there. It's like you just ate a diamond or something.
Is it a diamond or a rhombus?
Yeah, you're right. I'm wrong.
I had an
Yeah,
argument
well,
with
geez,
a guy
it breaks-
over that.
It breaks down on the palate. It softens up a bit as you chew. It's not super hard anyways. It's got this slight nuttiness. It does have a fruitiness to it. The fruitiness from the cheese kind of reminds me of the fruitiness that you're going to get out of like a champagne. So it's almost like this like light grape type fruitiness. It doesn't taste like grape, but it's just something that's kind of on the lighter side, but it does remind me of fruit, and champagne is the closest flavor to that. So it has a very mild cheddar tang to it. Just basically you're out there with a little garden spade, a hand one, and you're just digging far enough to plant yourself a flower. It's not diving real deep with that tang. This is not a sharp cheddar. Very light. It still has a flavor, so they're still there. Just anything big is gonna run this over. That's becoming a theme. So let's eat some cheese with my.
Yeah, dude.
It is cheeser's
I
time.
think that's his shapes.
Diamonds and guns. Diamonds and guns.
I gotta put my cheese up. I ate too much already.
Stuffed up.
It's going in the bag.
There's pretty much the Hefeweizen overtakes it. I think actually if this was more banana forward, I think the banana note would have just totally destroyed any flavors from the cheese. So what I'm basically left with is you're getting that breadiness mostly from this Hefeweizen. With the cheese on the palate, it does kind of cut into the banana, and it does kind of cut into the cloviness of it. So it makes it more of just a more bread forward note. And then the basic thing that's remaining from the cheese is this kind of nuttiness. Pretty much every other aspect of the cheese is just gone. Like that slight tang that was there, gone. Any of that kind of champagne fruitiness, gone. It doesn't. It doesn't really enhance anything. It's kind of just distracts from the best flavors of both. Cheers.
Nice. Hey, cheers, man. That was a good review, man. All right.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheesers.
Oh, you're not done yet. My bad.
So drinking the beer now, this is becoming a problem because I do have that cheese still lingering on the palate. So after I drink the beer this time, it still didn't have as much of that kind of clove and banana note. But what happened was after I ate the cheese, it did seem to enhance that kind of champagne fruitiness in the cheese and that nice kind of slight cheddar tang shine through as well. So this is much better with drinking the beer first and then having the cheese afterwards. All right, now I'm done.
No, I didn't mean to be rude. I'm so sorry.
You get caught in the-
I got caught up with everything.
I didn't give anybody forewarning. I didn't say cheers or nothing.
So beer before cheese is what you did second?
Yeah, and that worked.
And you like that better? Yeah.
This.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That's not great, man.
372
toothpicks.
52 cards. Definitely 52 cards.
Oh my god, dude. All right, dude. All right, thanks,
The dog's
Bumpy,
gonna
man.
have some cheese now.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Don't walk away.
Cheers,
They'll
dude.
eat it again like last week.
All right. Oh, sorry about that. I got cut up with the chat and stuff. I do apologize. All right, so let's get the beer first. Let's do the beer first. So going to the nose, this is a Helles for those that just walked in. This is called My Cat from Helles. It's a 5% 19 IBU Helles beer. I didn't know this actually, and I just wanted to bring it up. But Helles, I forgot actually. I think we mentioned it in Multi Mondays and all that. In fact, I'm sure you did because you always did the Bumpy always did the history and stuff before. But Helles, which simply means bright in German, I didn't know that, is indeed a bright malty alternative that retains the crispness of a lager without the spicy hops found in a pilsner. Because I was wondering, is it the same as a pilsner? And I was trying to figure that out. All right, these are also hybrid brewed, aren't they? Don't they? Well, they lager them, but they use a ale yeast, don't they? In a Helles?
No.
No, it says lager yeast. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if a German beer uses an ale yeast, it's called an alt beer.
Okay.
If it's
cool.
Supposed to be.
Hey, man, love learning.
Every day.
Yeah, I'm gonna be brewing soon. I gotta learn stuff here. All right, let's get into the nose. So definitely that bite, crispy, lagery kind of feel. You know, it's got that floral kind of mild herbal spice from the hops, from the noble hops, the German hops, or whatever's going on here. It does have a slight honey kind of vibe, a little bit of the floral's really bursty. I don't know exactly what flower I'm smelling, but it's got that floral bouquet kind of thing going on. But you also get that nice little nobly kind of like spicy hoppy thing in the back kick of the nose. It's really nice. It smells so like it just smells really bitey and loose and light and crispy. Nice. All right. So, like I said, a golden beer, straw colored for sure. Can see through it. Not a brilliant, but a definite clear beer. No, nothing on the bottom, no yeast or anything like that. You can tell it's definitely filtered very well. A nice white head that went down to holding quite a nice retention. It's got a good retention. It's holding a nice little rim there. So, fast rising bubbles, very accelerant on the bubbles there. Let's go ahead and drink this. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
You said
A little
that's a
warm.
Heffy?
Yeah.
It's a pretty clear Heffy, right?
No, it's a Helles.
Or
Oh,
Helles.
Helles.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. My fault.
This is this has definitely got a cracker biscuit kind of thing going on. The Pilsner malts or whatever's going on here. It's bringing out a nice little slight honey in there as well in the flavors. It's actually served a little warm. I would have preferred this probably at 45 degrees or something like that, right out of the fridge. But that's okay. I'm getting some more flavors out of it. The honey comes out a little more, I think. As it warms up, I'm starting to get that. The floral, the spicy in the back. It's actually pretty, it's got a tangy, like lemoniness to it, like a lemon flavor or something. Maybe from the hops, maybe from, I don't know. But the malts do give out somewhat of a sweetness for sure in this. But overall, it's a very light, of the body is a light body. The mouthfeel is like it's crispy and mouth thirst quenching and just very, very loose, but yet full of it has somewhat of a nice, the flavors really fulfill the mouthfeel in the body very well. So it kind of like, it's just such a good beer, you know. I like this over like say Keystone Light or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I like the flavors that come out of these. I love that Germanic-y kind of thing. I don't know what it is, but I just love their beers. It does have a carbonation levels, probably like a medium low, actually. Maybe because it warmed. I don't know. Nice though. Good drinkable beer. It did have a little bit of a, it might be because I was drinking an IPA though, so I'm going to shut my mouth on that. That was my side beer. So into the cheese. This is a pungent Helles. It's actually got quite a flavor kick in the profile there. So I'm hoping that the smoky cheese will go well. It's a smoky cheddar cheese. So let's go ahead and get into this. It breaks. It's a nice breakable white cheddar cheese, no dyes or anything like that added. There is some chunky little weird specks in there. I don't know what that's from, but cheesers, let's get this down.
Cheesers.
Very smoky, very salty. Oh my god. It's a little overwhelming. Maybe it might be too much for this lighter beer.
I think maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Never know though.
Those specks, it's so woody. It's so smoky, but it's also very good. It's like umami bacon smoky. Like I'm almost wondering if those are bacon bits inside this or something, because it is also a bacony, bacon like I said bacony too, Paul. No, but or Tanner and Paul. But it's very nice. It's got a creamy feel to it. It's very salty. It definitely has an umami thing. It's got like a fishiness to it, like eel or something, or anchovies, or more like an eel or something.
Anchovies are salty, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's got oysters. It tastes like oysters. That's what I was trying to get at. It has that creamy. Have you ever had you've had the oysters where you like chew on them a little and they kind of have like that soft flesh that mixes on your tongue and it leaves that like oily sardine can kind of feel on your mouth. Maybe you don't like that, but I love it, especially with like hot sauce and other weird shit added in there, lemon juice and but it does taste like oysters. Smoked oysters, like definitely smoked oysters. That's it, dude. This is it. So let's get beer. Let's get cheese before beer, since I already have it in my mouth. It really resides well and it stays there. You gotta have something to wash this down. So I'm kind of glad I have a washable beer.
If you save any of that cheese and you get it like a nice stout, give that a whirl on your off time.
Oh yeah, man.
You need a little snack and a beer,
A big chunk of it, so we'll save some for sure. Yeah, the beer just washed away a lot of the salinity, the saltiness, it washed away some of the smoke. It thinned it out. The bacon's not so, or the oyster, let's say, not bacon. It's more of the oystery. It's still kind of there, but it just lightened it up. I think it mainly took the salt out. and allowed me to enjoy the cheese a little more. Although I didn't mind the saltiness, it just kind of loosened it up and made it more for those that don't like salt. Let's say this would be a good beer for that if you did this cheese before the beer. It washes everything away, but not everything. It keeps those flavors still too. You know, it's nice. So beer before cheese. Let me get some water in my mouth.
Water in my mouth.
I love smoked oysters too, Mary. Oh my god. All right.
I wish I loved seafood.
I
Missing
love
out,
seafood.
man.
Well, I'm from Rhode Island, so.
Brought more of a cheddar. The cheddary flavor came out more through the bright, crispy kind of feel. But then it makes you want to have. It actually wasn't bad. It just kind of tasted like I was having some flavored water or something. But that salinity is still there. The salt, the soft is still there. It coats your mouth. The cheese and leaves that oystery kind of like this is hardcore oyster cheese. But I think it kind of goes both ways. Good, but I think cheese before the beer was better though, because I liked how it kind of allows you to break down the salt and keep eating it. You know, you're not getting sickened from the saltiness because it's like I said, umami-ish, seafoody, salty, salt water. I mean, it's just crazy. I'm gonna have to look into this and see if they actually put oysters in this or if I'm chewing on oysters in those little specks. But excuse me, but this is not bad. It's not a bad mix. It's just I might want to actually, like you said, a stout would be better or something like that. Maybe a
Plain
more
one, like
milder
no
stout.
adjunct, just a plain or a barrel of something. Yeah.
Or a dry Irish stout would be really nice with this, or something like that. You know, something to kind of. Oh yeah, dude. Good man. So this is a good little lesson here on that, as well as all of yours. Let's go ahead and get our last thoughts and go ahead and shout yourselves as well. All right, let's get back to miscellaneous.
All right. So for the Cabot, the Legacy Edition Alpine cheddar cheese, hints of Swiss, Parmesan, and a cheddar. This is a really good cheese, and I really started to think about it, and I was tasting my beer, and I'm tasting the cheese, and I'm like, what's going on? It's all over the place. It's because it tastes like 3 different cheeses. It's a cheddar that also tastes like Swiss and Parmesan. And I just noticed when I was just cut my last piece off to have, it was like very Swiss forward, and I'm like, okay, now I can understand why I'm not getting a consistent flavor profile, because it can get like that. You know, you're working your way through the cheese, you hit a chunk of the Swiss or Parmesan, that cheddar. Cheese is good. I actually recommend this cheese. This is a very hard cheese to work with on the show and give your like beer an accurate description, because it takes you to 3 different places all at once, and sometimes it could be a little bit more than the other. So I'll put it at a 93. It's good cheese. It's world class. No, but it's this for Cabot cheese. This is a very good Alpine cheese. I've had an Alpine cheese before. I can't remember. So many shows. Yeah, not bad. All right, so for the Weinstefaner, Corbinian. Like I said, I was getting raisins, red fruit, caramel, toffee, slight chocolates in this. Like I said, light to medium, leaning towards medium-sized body. Thought the carbonation was like right on the money, around maybe a little bit less than medium, but like right there, just enough to where you could get it, and it wasn't too spritzy. Very, very good product. Different. The first time I've had this beer at all. And a bunch of people raved about it. I think it's pretty good, and I don't know if I'd jump the moon and go really high, but I feel comfortable putting this at around like a 94. Maybe if I had it a couple more times, you know what I mean? It's only a 16.9, so it's not a lot of beer, to be honest with you. Like I'm finishing, like next time, and if I get something German like this, I'm just gonna buy 2. That way I can sesh out for the whole hour instead of have to switch beers. Yeah. So what did I say? 94. Yeah. Pairing wise, all right. So the first thing I'm gonna say is what was it? Yeah, cheese before beer. I figured out the flavor profile I was getting. It was going chocolate, coffee, and clove. Coffee I was getting, I think, because I was getting those roasted, like the roasted malts, and maybe some of that whatever they might have used some chocolate malt or something in there, melding like just the roastiness playing off of each other, chocolate and that the kiln grains or whatever. Definitely was giving me like this very nice coffee vibe, and it wasn't black coffee, wasn't like overly sweet, just enough to meld in with the chocolate and then the caramel bread, sweet bread. It was a lot going on because like I said, there's 3 different cheeses. You know, this one I had tastes like 3 different cheeses, and I keep tasting it. I'm like, man, that's really good. Then I have it again. I'm like, why didn't it taste like that again? Just yeah, like I said, this is not an easy product to work with, I guess, when you're trying to get specific with it. I think it went really well. I'm going to give it a 100. We haven't heard of that score in a while.
That's a good score.
But I just think that it was so cool because, like I said, I was sitting here and I just kept getting different notes each time. Like sometimes it'd be like a little boozy, and then sometimes it would be a little more on the chocolate, and then sometimes it would be a little fruity. And I think that's going through and just hitting those different cheese flavors. That's where I got mine, Ozzy. It was just a very cool experience.
Heck yeah, Justin.
So shout outs for me. I did do an Alex score. It was the combined pairing was fantastic. I would recommend it. This might be something to like write down, and if there is ever like a big beer hangout and then the charcuterie board kind of shit, this would definitely work. And if you didn't like it, you just have to leave.
Leave.
Yeah. Thursday night beer session is going to be a power hour. We're just going to kick it, listen to music, play a little drinking game. Yeah. I'm just going to go through 60-second clips of audio, and every time the song changes, take a little shot of beer, and we'll hang out for an hour and just kick it. Just have a more nonchalant, laid back, hanging out, shooting the shit type of deal. Because I like to get the community involved, and we do these shows all the time. Can we just not just hang out? Let's do a hangout for like an hour and a half. No pressure. Like I said, don't drink yourself sick or whatever. But if you want to be on panel, that's kind of where we're going. Not get sick, but it's only like 6 beers in an hour. Cheers, guys. Stout Sunday with John and Ellie, hopefully. Who knows? He's all over the place now. He missed one. There was no Stout Sunday.
The day
Sunday
ended.
Drunk one was going to join too, and just nothing.
I was going to join. I had last Sunday off.
He was too. You left them hanging. You broke their hearts.
And I was at work and had to tell everybody that John wasn't doing Stout Sunday.
But no.
Yeah, I like beer for sure.
Go check out Stout Sundays with him and Michael Kormaroff at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, start your day off. Have a big ass barrel aged beer or light stout. Doesn't matter. Anything goes there. Porters. You might even be able to fly with a black and tan. I heard that. Just don't bring any ESP.
I'll have to have a coffee stout or something because it's 7:30 in the morning over here.
That's early.
So yeah, that's Alex the Beer Master is doing Food Friday. If it dips, anything that dips, you can bring it.
If it dips, okay.
I'm probably gonna have to show up for that show.
Fondue time.
I won't hear that down.
Yeah.
Ever. So yeah, go check them out. 8:00 Friday. It's always a good program. Snack around, have some beer, shoot the shit.
Nice. Thanks, man. Thanks, Miscellaneous. Appreciate you, man.
And my sleepy cat.
Yeah, couch cat. All right, man. Cheers, brother.
It's a cat cushion.
Yeah. Cheers, Tanner.
So,
Right.
off of what you were just saying with Alex, have you guys ever heard of Auntie Anne's?
I've heard that before. What the-
I've heard
They,
that.
they make pretzels, and I feel like an Auntie
Oh yeah,
Anne,
they got them in the mall. Yeah.
yeah, Auntie Anne's pretzel with some mustard. That might be what I'd have to bring Friday. That's
I'm thinking of Wizard of
Suck,
Oz.
Tanner, you suck.
NEM. Or no, what was her name?
Oh, Bumpy, we were talking about it after you left. Anyways,
What did Bumpy say?
he said you suck.
Oh, okay. Appreciate you too, Bumpy. Hey, this isn't planned. I'm telling you, none of this is planned.
Everybody hopped on my pretzel mustard bandwagon last night.
I mean, it goes good with beer, isn't that like the normal thing?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Can't lose. Like guaranteed
maybe-
win.
Yeah, maybe I'll have to do that route.
Anything
But
but
it's hard. I guess, like you said, it's in the mall.
If we all bring pretzels, then I'll have to do the dipping thing again
Well,
because
if I get like a burrito and it dips into hot sauce, that's
Yeah,
legit.
right. Anything that dips. So I guess I'll start with talking about the cheese. The cheese is very good. As far as the cheese that you would eat, it's very oily. So like it's on your hands, and it's very oily the whole time. But the flavor is really good. Like I said, it pretty much tastes like smoky bacon. It had a nice creamy texture to it. I would like to see if maybe you guys would have a little bit more of an insight on this. Do they make aged smoky hickory cheddar?
I'm sure.
Because that would definitely be something that I would be interested in trying.
Or a Gouda or something, or yeah, Gouda and cheddar, they seem to always kind of be side to side.
I'm not too familiar with cheese like you guys. Like Miscellaneous said, you guys have been doing this for a while. I've only read
2.5 years, yeah.
Yeah. So the cheese, the good thing I will say about the cheese is I could totally see this being like a nice barbecue cheese. The pairing is great. It's a little salty. The texture on your hands is a little oily, which I'm sure a lot of people don't mind. But it's good. Like I said, it tastes like bacon in my opinion. The texture was good, creamy texture. But like I said, I would like to try maybe an aged one so I can get a little bit more of that drier aspect in the cheese. I think I might enjoy that a little bit more. For the cheese, yeah, like I said, it's just a little salty. The texture, the creaminess was sometimes creamier cheeses like that. I'm more of a dry cheese fan, so I'll give the cheese like a 93. I think I'm gonna have to buy some burgers, cut up some slices of this, throw it on a burger, maybe even grab some bacon, fry up some bacon, and definitely have a. I really
make mac and cheese with that. If you make mac and cheese with that,
oh yeah, that too. That would actually work really well too. Yeah, I feel like this is a cooking cheese. This is a cheese that you would make with like barbecue, like Miscellaneous said, with the mac and cheese. So I'm gonna give it like I'll give it like a 93. I enjoyed it. The saltiness, I could see some people might be a little offensive. I honestly didn't mind it, but yeah, I thought it was good. But like I said, as far as the cheese that you would sit down and pair with a beer, I think maybe this cheese deserves to be used as like something that you would cook with, so like barbecue and stuff. For this beer was actually really good, and I think I said in the chat earlier, German over Belgian, because I've had Belgian wheat beers like Blue Moon, and maybe some people might say that's not the greatest example of a wheat beer, but I've actually really opened up to wheat beers, especially with these German ones. I really enjoy it. This beer, I'm gonna give like a 7.7%. Almost no alcohol burn. A nice ripe banana. Very citrusy, fruity apple. Um, I guess you could say maybe that spice that I was getting like was the clove, but it kind of just added to the drinkability and made it even more refreshing. I'm gonna give this beer like I'll give it like a 96 out of 100. Really good. I could definitely see myself picking this up, having this beer at a barbecue. This would be a great beer to have with like a burger or some hot dogs or something. And for the pairing together, it was definitely an experience that I didn't expect to have, which is awesome. So I'll give the pairing like a 94. So I
That's
think,
good.
yeah. I think what I would really like to do would be a pairing of this beer and a burger with this cheese on it, and maybe like I said, you put some bacon and some lettuce, tomato, and all that, And I think, like I said, I think this cheese would work really well.
Portobello mushroom. Yeah.
So I'm not really a big fan of mushroom.
Really?
Yeah,
I love them so much.
Oh, man.
I like
Grilled onions.
but as far as
Yeah.
like regular onions, I don't really enjoy. Um, yeah, I'm just kind of, you know, mushrooms, or I've had like what they call them, like steak bombs, and they have mushrooms in it, and I can kind of work around that. I enjoy it, but I don't know. Sometimes the mushrooms, I think it, like I said, I think it's kind of like a texture thing. You bite into a mushroom, and
Texture, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
for some reason, I'm a very like texture eater, if that
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense. You
No,
know,
yeah.
but yeah, pairing was awesome. Didn't expect it. I was like, let me just go at a random, grab this beer because Miscellaneous had it last time, and the
I
beer
think
that
it scored at a 96
he
too.
had was actually really good. So I was like, I gotta try more of their stuff. And when you said German, I was like, I gotta go back to these guys. I gotta try more stuff by them.
Again, 2 times in a row.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try more stuff by them. I don't know if they make any. I haven't really seen. I've seen the Vitus, the Corbinian, and the Heffa Vice beer. I'm not sure if it was in this bottle like this. I might have just got a 12 ounce, but I'd like to try a lot more of their stuff. I think they make some great product.
What's the name of their Weissenbach? Do you know? Or what? They have a Weissenbach. What's the name of that one?
I'm not too sure.
He's got the Weizenbach.
Is it the
right?
Weissenbach? Oh,
That's
shit.
the Vitus is the
Oh,
Oh,
this
Weizen.
my
one.
God.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, the Vitus.
That's a Weissenbach.
I thought you were thinking of something
Sorry,
else.
I thought I was unmuted and I was typing
Yeah,
it.
you threw me off there.
That's funny.
But yeah, this is an awesome pairing, honestly. And like I said, it kind of reminded me of like that whole barbecue theme, which is cool. I didn't expect it at all. So for shout outs for myself, I got a decent amount of reviews that I have to upload, put on the channel. So look out for those. I just dropped another Proclamation beer review. Thursday, we're going to be doing Stone beers. So we're going to be doing a brewery review at 5 p.m. Grab a Stone beer, rate the beer. It doesn't have to be new. It could be something that you've enjoyed by them. Like you could grab like their Stone IPA, which is pretty popular. Throw up a rating for it. And then everybody on the panel will rate the brewery. We'll average it out. That'll be the rating for the brewery as a whole. Because it's more of like when I first started it, it was a little hectic. It was like I was rating, I was talking about this brewery, you're talking about that one. But this way, it's more of like a community thing. Like we can all put our 2 cents in. We could all talk about a brewery, and everybody has their own opinions, which is awesome. And I feel like it's a very community focused live stream. I really enjoy the fact that the brewery review is kind of like, what's your opinion? What's your opinion? What don't you like about it? What do you like about it? What styles do they do that are good? What styles do you think that they do that need improvement? So that's awesome. And also rate that beer Saturday at 8 p.m. Bring it could be a new beer. A lot of the times I like to bring a new beer that I've never tried to the show. But you could also bring something that you've never been able to talk about on air. or maybe you never did a review on. So stop by, throw up a rating for the beer, and depending on how many people we have, we actually had a decent panel last week, which was awesome. I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was just going to be me and a couple other people, but I really do appreciate the love and support of the beer community coming on there and hanging out with me and throwing up a rating. Besides that, I guess I'll shout out Athletics Beer Reviews. Dan and Mike, they do beer reviews. Check them out as well. And Bang and Beer Podcast with Anthony. So check them out as well. And if there's anybody else that you want to look at that we hang out with that make the same type of content, on my channel I have a community tab. I just recently made that, so go over there and show these guys some love and subscribe, check out their reviews, and yeah, thanks for having me, Beer Man. Appreciate it. So,
Dude, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here, man.
yeah, no
Appreciate
problem.
it.
Thanks for having me.
Cool. All right, let's get Bumpy up here. Thank you, man. Cheers.
I like the shit talkie mushrooms.
So do I. Those are good too.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm going to start off with the beer. So I was disappointed in the fact that this didn't taste like I remembered it tasting. Not that my palate's changed that much that the beer didn't taste like I remember it. Like I thought that it tasted different. I really think that this beer just did not give off the same flavors as when I had it in the past. Could it be a number of reasons why? But I'm going to give it a score based off of what I had out of the bottle. What I remembered of it, this was like a 90, probably like a 97 beer easily for me, 97 or 98. What I had tonight, this is more like a 92 out of 100. Just kind of lackluster with the banana and the clove, and I remember the banana just being like eating or drinking banana baby food. That's how I recalled the.
Is it still clumped at the bottom?
No, I got it pretty good. Yeah, no, it's clear.
And still no
Maybe
banana.
it's fresh.
Yeah. Cut everything off. There's still like yeast in there, but it's like all liquid brown. The cheese, a bit different. It definitely had different flavor notes than any other cheddar that I've ever had. Things I didn't really like about it was that it wasn't super sharp. I mean, it's only aged for 60 days, so it was like a young cheddar. So it just didn't have like the depth of that cheddar tang to it, sharpness. Some of the other things that were kind of weird was like goat cheese. Lots of times it gets pretty funky, barnyardy. Like this really didn't reach down into that level either. Maybe because it was that fruity type thing. Maybe that was coming from the goat milk versus being cow's milk. Because I usually don't get fruity notes out of cheddar, as far as I can recall. So kind of that champagne fruitiness, that could have been the factor of it being goat milk. So pretty mild cheddar, but nice. It was enjoyable enough. I'm going to give the cheese a 94 out of 100. It's a nice eating mild cheddar. It does have some different notes to it. It's going to get mostly overpowered by almost anything you drink. So
Nice.
there's that. The pairing together. I'm just gonna say it's so-so because, like I said, it's just too lightly flavored for the cheese. That even kind of a lighter flavored beer overtook most of the notes from eating the cheese first and then drinking. It did work better the other way, so it has its possibilities, but it wasn't anything amazing that I could say that I would definitely pair these two together. Again, shout outs, 50-point inspection videos. I put those out Wednesdays and Fridays. Those are my beer review shows. On Monday, I have my live stream, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's called New Brew. So just bring a beer that you've never had before to join up on panel. Panel members, you can bring questions, chat, bring questions. I think we have some from last night's show. I just got to try to keep them up in my head. They're probably already gone. But try to remember them before the show to just have some questions asked with the panel. Just kind of gives it like kind of a two-part type of show where it's you just have everybody up chit-chatting, talking about their beers or whatever else, and then answering questions solo, one-on-one, basically. Other than that, let's see. We got Wednesday coming up. You got Thomas Metal 75. His YouTube channel is Massachusetts Beer Review, and at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday, he has his Wildcard Wednesdays. So bring any type of alcoholic beverage, wine, spirit, beer. Where is there anything else that's considered alcoholic? Let me know. Molotov cocktail.
Anything with alcohol. Yeah.
And then also a competing show, but you can join either one. You got Rontario, and I believe that this Wednesday he typically goes on like 7:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I believe he's still doing the they call it like carnival,
yeah,
something like that. It's that thing that they do the Mardi Gras with. So anything carnival or wild card, I believe he's still going to be doing that for this upcoming Wednesday, even though I believe tonight's the end of Carnival, right?
Yeah, it would be. Well, I guess.
Yeah, it's Fat Tuesday, so this is when they hand out the beads or something like that. I don't know.
So it is actually
It's the
Fat
last
Tuesday.
day
I
of
didn't
Mardi
understand.
Gras.
I don't even know what Fat Tuesday is. What is that?
Fat Tuesdays, it's the last day of Mardi Gras, and then tomorrow's Ash Wednesday.
Oh,
So it's like the last big party day.
Okay. Well, I'm drinking some tonight then.
To eat a lot of lamb tomorrow. I don't know.
Eat a lot of lamb.
Eat a lot of
Not
lamb.
quite sure exactly.
Nah.
But yeah, those are my shout outs. I think everybody else has really been gotten to. Lep, we did get Lep, right? Somebody got Lep.
Tuesday.
I forgot Lep.
No lamb.
Lep
Came out,
TV
no.
on Thursday. He usually goes on at 9 p.m. Thursday nights, Eastern Standard Time, and he does his hot seat. So,
Yep.
sometimes he'll have a guest up. Sometimes it might be a panel. I think last week he went solo and just answered some mail calls and stuff. So things that he received throughout the year or letters or whatever. But he typically has a guest up that he kind of does like an interview with, hot seat. So
Nice.
check out Lep TV over on Lep TV. Leprechaun TV, actually.
Leprechaun
So,
TV. Yeah.
yeah, don't just type in Lep TV. You might get something different. Leprechaun TV.
Yeah.
So great at shouting people out. I mess up their channel name.
Gonna confuse everyone. All right, dude. Man,
I'm up in
Bumpy.
this leprosy channel. What the hell?
Yeah, leprosy.
Bumpy sent me. I lost all my bumps. Leprosy.
Hey. Okay. Well, man, thank you, Bumpy. Appreciate you, man.
Welcome.
All right. All right. So, cheese. Let's start with that. The cheese. I started with it on the review, so we'll do that first. Cheese was. Did I do the beer first or the cheese? I don't even remember. But we'll do the cheese first. Cheese was very good. It was very salty, but it also had a nice umami niceness to it. A nice cheddar came out as well. The smoky was pretty nice. I think with the salty and the smoky, it was very well balanced. It's just very strong, very strong. It tastes like smoked oysters, straight up. Um, there has been a little conversation about all that, seafood, who likes what and who doesn't. But I definitely like seafood. It's like one of our favorites. We live on the ocean. I moved here for that reason. That, and if I want to feel like surfing again or something like that, it might be fun. But I'm scared of sharks right now. But but yeah, I love seafood, and it was very good. So this cheese, I'm gonna give it this the creamy consistency, the very nice flavors and everything. The aging of it was just it seemed very good, very top notch. I'm gonna give it a 96 out of 100. That was very delicious. Um, the beer was good. It was a good Helles. It was light. It seemed like like you were saying, miscellaneous. It was lighter. It seemed a little lighter. I've seen them a little darker, but I don't want to go there because I need to get more. That's why I'm doing more Germanic styles because I don't know them that well.
I
And
thought it was, I forgot it was a Helles. I thought it was a Hefeweizen. I'm like, damn, that's pretty
what's
clear
the
looking.
SRM on Hellas's though? I'm curious to that because I don't.
Hellas is probably around 2.
Oh wow, then this played the part. Okay, so thank you for that. Yeah, so this is good. Nice golden
Yeah,
color
it's two
straw. Yeah, this is
to
perfect.
3 on the BJCP.
And that's what it comes down to, though, really. I mean, if you can understand the style, do a little reading before you do it, which I did not. And yeah, here we go. See, I'm just saying. Here we go.
2.
Perfect. And that's exactly what mine's at right now. So get that beer Bible. No, read up on your styles before you review them because you don't want to like do that style wrong. It might actually taste like it's supposed to. But it's also per your liking as well. This wasn't bad. It started out when I first opened it. It was a little had like kind of a lacquer taste or some kind of weird. It wasn't really like off flavory, just kind of weird, like varnish or something. But I guess that would be an off flavor. But it started to thin out, started to relax, and I didn't get that so much. The flavors were great. I thought a light, crispy beer, a very nice lager. It was very thirst quenching. It had a light body. Mouthfeel was crispy and herbal and floral. Just everything that I think a Hellas should be, or what it is. I hope. It seemed like it was good, and I really enjoyed drinking
You're
it.
pretty
So
close.
cool.
I was looking at it.
If that's the case, then they did good. So I thought it was good though, and I'll give this a 9. I'll give this a 9.3%. 93 out of 100. I was gonna 93 out of. I was gonna do a 9.3 out of 10 hops for you guys, but no, this is a 93 out of 100. And the pairing was just nice. The cheese before the beer was more favorable. I liked it because it took away the saltiness. It took away that edge that made you not because the eatability. Let's say eatability on the cheese was very salty, so it was hard to take down. So you wanted something to kind of rid it away. And this beer really played a good part in that. When you go cheese before beer, the cheese just kind of overwhelmed the beer because it's a light beer. So it was really nice. Cheese before beer. Let's just say the pairing in general. I would give it I'd probably go like a 90 out of 100. I want to try it with like a stout or something like that, like it's an Irish stout or a lighter, more moderate, maybe even an American stout or something, a little hoppier, a little more robust, something richer. Even a lighter stout would be nice though. So I'll have to try that. So, all right. Hey, what's up, Jake? Cheers, man. Shlancha. Let's get to what the nitty gritty of this before I start to shout. This is the next thing coming up your way. Is it definitely a designated one? And let's go here. What I'm going to do is I'm going regional. That way it's a little easier for people to find things so I don't lose a panel. It allows you to go and find things within that region. It's all based on what you think you want to do. Of course, this is Beer and Cheese for next week at 8 o'clock Eastern. But England, Scotland, Belgium, think of those three and come back to us with something from there. Hopefully, we can all find something in that region and
I'm going to get
discuss
some
it.
innocent gun.
Nice.
So Beer Man, just a quick question. So does it have to be from that region, or could it be like you said, it said Scotland? Could you do like a Scottish style?
Oh no. When I say that, I mean it doesn't matter if it's American made or
Okay.
made in Canada or made it. It just has to be that a style based on that region. There you
Okay.
go.
All right.
That sounds better. So yeah. So
Yeah,
I think it's better that way though, because it allows us to it just opens it up a little more. I don't want to lose a panel. So you know what I mean? I gotta if even I can't find certain things. You know, if I go find a beer to guard, can we all find one? You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if I can find one. So, but yeah. Well, I think we'll start going regional more. I'll come up with a different trio region, and we'll figure it out from there. So I don't know. It'd be kind of fun. We'll see how it works.
What is? Never mind, yeah.
American can
There's
be
a difference
anything.
between the Scottish ale and the Scotch ale, though.
Yeah, you got your Scottish 60, you got your 70s, you got your 80 export, and then you got your wee heavy or Scotch ale. So I mean, that's all.
Ale would be different.
What's that?
So I was thinking like Founder's Dirty Bastard. Would that be?
That'll work.
Okay.
And their other one as well. They have two of them. Yeah, those are all wee. I think they're both wee heavies, or Scotch ales. Yeah, so we'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then look out for Ireland Day, St. Patty's Day coming up soon. So we'll have something designated for that as well. Yeah, so let's get rid of that banner. And Wednesday will be the wild one. So anything within this, just look at it, get your mind on it. And it doesn't matter if it's even not a wild, but if the label says wild on it or anything like that, then cool. I'm down with it. I like your style. That's what it's all about. So 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Pacific for that. Tomorrow, start out our day before we go to Eric's show or Ron Therio's show, depending on what you want to do. And that's about it. The brewery's coming along. I just put some framing in. I'm trying to frame stuff so I can put the corrugated metal in. So I'm doing all the, just the stupid work. Like I could brew right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to show YouTube a shitty looking brewery. So we got to be finished with this before we go. But that's that, and look out for any reviews. So, and is there anyone that's missed? No one's we got everyone covered. Everything's good. I know Rod J Beer Ventures does his Thursdays. I don't mention him at all, and I should because he's a good dude. Rod J Beer Ventures does a Thursday show as well. Thursday or Friday? Thursday, I think. I'd like to hit that up sometime. I used to watch it all the time. I just haven't been there in a while. So things get busy. So now it works. But let's go back. Let's go back to here. And I wanted to thank the panel. Thank you guys as always for being here. I appreciate your ongoing support. Miscellaneous brew reviews, brew review, as East Coast LQ reviews, and Bumpy Road Brewery. And of course, Beer Man here supporting you guys in the chat as well. Please support us as well. Let's reciprocate that and get it going back and forth and let everyone know who the hell we are. Let's get us out in this neighborhood of beer lovers. So craft beer lovers for the most part. Much love. Cheers. And we're out of here, but not after one more sip. Hold on, man. Wait. I ran out of a beer. And I gotta have one more sip here. That was really loud. We're out of here, but not after one more sip.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Finish mine.
That's right. I know I shouldn't, and I'm trying to find the damn outro. So after one more sip, cheers, damn it, God.
Sit.